Hi, everyone. This is Leslie Law, the creator of Sandbox Radio. Thanks for listening to the podcast. This episode, The Naked Truth, was recorded in front of a live audience on July 29th, 2013 at West of Lennon in Seattle, Washington. Join us for our Halloween show coming up on October 21st, Sandbox Radio Howl, featuring special guest poet Karen Finneyfrock and plenty of spooky surprises. Tickets available now at brownpapertickets.com. Follow us on Twitter and find our podcast archive at our website, sandboxradio.org. And now, The Naked Truth, featuring a story from special guest Willie Weir and a performance from the Lovemarkets.
Sandbox Radio, we'll stay all day. In the backyard we'll play. Jump into our sandbox. We build castles and kings. Words become things. Sandbox Radio. Sandbox Radio. Sandbox Radio. Sandbox Radio.
Good evening, and welcome to Sandbox Radio! Coming to you live from West of Lennon in Fremont, the center of the universe. In tonight's episode, new radio plays from Vincent, Delaney, and Wayne Rawley. A fresh new episode of Markheim by Paul Mullin. A poem from Charles Leggett. The latest adventures of Cousin Katie from Scot Augustson. Richard Ziman and the ensemble bring you Ernest Thayer's classic, Casey at the Village. Tonight's special guests, soprano Heather Curtis Mullin and tenor Aaron Shanks, Angie, Louise, and the Lovemarkets, and Willie Weir! With the Sandbox Radio players and music from the Sandbox Radio Orchestra, led by Jose Juicy Gonzales. So sit back and relax as we take you into the world of Sandbox Radio Live.
Sandbox Radio.
I'm a Markheim, a sort of angel, but not the sort with wings and a harp and a halo. Markheims are the black ops. We do things other angels can't or won't. Me, I'm a talker, subarchy, reverse curse. Upstairs pulled me out of retirement for a mission down in this soggy town. But when it was done, I didn't go back. I had questions, and the answers weren't up top, above in the fix. Now I'm walking neutral, half fallen, in what we angels call the show. But I gotta watch my back, 'cause things can always get uglier.
Previously on Markheim.
Your rent just went up. Information on a regular basis payable to whomever the fuck I send to collect it. There are too many goddamn angels down here. From now on, we see 'em, we smoke 'em.
What if that's just the war they want?
You think I'm afraid of a war?
Who you working for, Stank?
I'm between jobs, Marky.
I'll crack your clockwork, don't worry. And I'll get the dog back too, Stank, believe it.
I'll tell you what I believe, Markheim.
What's that?
Things are getting uglier, don't you think?
What's with your face?
I don't glow.
I've heard about how Markheim.
You don't know shit about Markheims. Don't you dare get word to Iophiel I'm looking for her, got it?
Yeah.
And for sure as hell, don't tell her Sam says hello.
Sam?
It's no use. You could do it all day. These bullets just melting me like butter. You like guns so much, why don't you eat it? Shit.
And now, episode 9 of Markheim by Paul Mullin.
Hey, Markheim.
Bez, is that you? Long time no see.
You were sitting in front of that same fountain last time I saw you.
Yeah. Sam send you?
Yeah. Says to tell you rent's due.
I ain't got much. Put out some feelers. It's gonna take some patience.
Patience ain't exactly what Sam's known for. And feelers ain't exactly gonna cut it.
Okay. There's a meat kid, lives on the streets. I stopped a burner Markheim from lighting him up on the Gaylor steps, but his hand got glowed.
Got the holy fire, does he?
Yep. Then he chopped his hand off.
Oh, well, good. Neither side needs more wandering Jews.
They sewed it back on.
Shit.
Yeah. So now he's got the fire, but he likes it. Thinks he's some meat superhero, which I guess for all practical purposes he is.
Okay, I'll give it to Sam, but it doesn't seem like much.
Wait. Okay, give him this too. Kid's got a buddy named Stank. I think he might be a meat walker.
One of Io's pals.
That's the thing. I don't see how that figures. It feels hinky. Like this meat walker might have something to do with the off-the-books clockwork Sam asked me to run down.
Huh.
Okay?
And who are those two coming up the stairs?
Don't know. Can't see their faces.
I'm sitting invisible. You?
Yeah, but some meat can see even so.
These ain't meat.
Shit! Run!
Where? We got two more pals coming down the stairs. Oh, and look, two more boxing us from the sides. Nice.
Freeze, demon.
They're gleaming my smoke so I can't even dive to the crisp. Perfect.
You too, Markheim.
You set me up.
No, Bez, no. Let me handle this.
Gag the Markheim. Not a word. Throw me once, shame on you. Throw me twice, it ain't happening. Keep the Markheim here and gagged till I'm good and gone with this crisper. Give it a minute, then follow.
Just leave the Markheim?
Boss's orders. Do not let him talk till you're gone.
Got it.
The pow I glowed in the market spirited off with Bez while his crew kept me gagged so I couldn't glow them. Then, in a sickening flash, they were gone too. I was on the harbor steps alone, and, as I should have realized much earlier, very much exposed. I ran. Up the stairs, across First Avenue, up the hill again, and across Second, and then to Third, then south, then east again, and up the hill to Fourth. I needed stairs to think. The meat had made improvements to this library since I'd last been down to the show. Now they have these moving steps that even if you don't climb them, still take you up and up. In fact, the library, for reasons unknown to me, has no moving steps down. Just up and up. So when you reach the top floor, you have to climb inside this horrible neon puke-colored box that somehow spirits you, without actually spiriting you, down to the bottom again. Another thing about the library,
Oh, hey, Markheim.
there's always a good chance of running into Smiley.
Riding the escalators again?
Yeah,
Tense?
in deep shit is more like it. Glad I ran into you. Need your help.
Again?
I need to relocate.
Oh, aren't you an angel? Why not just fly somewhere?
I don't spirit between places anymore. Too much of a fix whiff. I gotta stay in Seattle. Something's going down here, but I gotta get out of downtown. It's too hot. Getting the squeeze from both directions, fix and crisp.
So, let's hop a bus. North or south?
Doesn't matter, so long as it's out of the way and has a stairway.
Right. You like your steps, don't you?
It's an angel thing.
Yeah.
We took a fast ride on an express bus numbered 358. I tried to stay invisible, but I was surprised by how many people on the back of that bus could see me anyway.
Hold up, I gotta take this client call. Payback Incorporated, Payback speaking. May I help you? Huh? I'm stressed, but I'm strong. Hello! Back door!
We get off and walk around Green Lake. Smiley sets me up on a remote set of stairs.
You're gonna get bored up here, you know that?
Board is good. Safe.
You say that now.
I gotta keep my head down, Smiley, or I'm gonna wind up in some bliss box permanent or fried down to the crisp.
None of that means anything to me.
Just don't tell anyone I'm here, okay?
Who would I know that would care, Markheim?
The Indian had a point. It doesn't take a day before the boredom starts gnawing at me. Sure, the meat comes by, jogging up my steps, picking blackberries, walking their kids to the lake or the library or the playground, but none of them can see through my invisibility. That's what I count on, of course, but still, it's irksome. Downtown, I had gotten used to being seen, whether I wanted to be or not. I've started walking the 3-mile loop around the lake on a regular basis, keeping invisible as best I can, but taking my chances. Hey, Liv.
Mark, what the hell? It's like you popped out of nowhere.
Just walking the lake. You?
Took Black Francis to the dog park.
Hey there, Black Francis.
Man, where you been? No one's seen you for ages.
Keeping my head down.
Wanna walk?
Sure.
On your left.
What do you think of Green Lake?
Nah.
Yeah.
Wheels on the outside lane.
Fuck off, loser. Control your dog, please. Watch your own fucking mutt. Mine's on a leash, see? You're giving that thing so much slack, you might as well be flying a fucking kite.
No need to get hostile.
That's what you think, bitch.
Okay, Liv, take it easy.
Why are you even up here?
Lots of static downtown.
I'll say. Cops have been rousting all the Juggalo kids about some shop clerk got a gun shoved down his throat. Think Didge did it.
Did he?
Fuck no.
Look, Liv, I don't know what Didge was like before, but he's different now since they sewed his hand back on.
Please. He's a pussy. Plus, he looks out for me in the squats.
You're not staying with him.
What's with you? You know how it is. You squat where you can with whoever's there, night to night.
Stay clear of him, Liv. Just trust me.
Fuck you, Mark. You're not my dad. And you're sure as fuck not my stepdad.
Well, thank heavens for that.
Didge would never bother me. Nobody bothers me. I got this.
What the hell is that?
It's a butterfly knife. Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool. So you're safe from butterflies, then?
Ha ha. Eat shit.
The prisoners are present for your inspection, Sar Ayafiel.
How many?
13 demons.
And you powers left the Markheim behind.
Per your orders, Sar.
Good. You can bring the prisoners in.
Here, inside the globe?
Why not?
Isn't it a little snug?
For 13 demons, we'll manage. Bring them in.
As you wish, Sar Ayafiel.
Oh, and throne.
Yes, sir?
While I'm here, I prefer if you just call me Joe. Especially in front of the enemy.
As you wish, Sar, Joe.
Welcome. I know it seems a little cramped, but I thought it fitting that we meet inside this globe. It was placed on top of this building as a beacon of truth. Because beneath us, human beings used to work at finding the truth and then printing it on large sheets of cheap paper so that their fellow human beings could read and know it too. I'm sort of a truth history trivia buff, in case you couldn't tell. Sadly, it's not really a beacon anymore. The truth tellers of printed paper are all gone, sacked and scattered. And once again, humans will have to struggle to find another way. But that's not what we're here about tonight. Pow?
Yes, Joe.
You say a Markheim told you how Satan has given orders of damnation for any City of God operative captured in Seattle, correct?
Yeah, he said Sam said there would be smoking angels on site.
What do you make of this threat?
Not much.
Doesn't seem ominous.
Doesn't seem credible.
Why?
I seriously doubt if Sam's ever set foot in Seattle.
Even though 3 Doms got smoked just a few turns ago.
Doms, Sar?
Joe?
Doms don't work wet, Joe.
No, not usually. And yet, oddly, 3 dominations were damned to hell on Seattle's harbor steps, one by a Markheim, the other 2 by an Archangel. How many Archangels do you know who currently, as you say, work wet? You, Demon, what's your name?
Mara.
Type?
Choker.
Tell me, Mara, Choker Demon, do you take Sam seriously?
Always.
And what were his orders regarding engaging your enemy in Seattle?
Name's Mara. Choker Demon. That's all you get, gorgeous.
Understood. Throne, blaze her.
Roger. You two, you heard the Tsar. Blaze her to the crisp.
No, not to the crisp. All the way gone.
Tsar?
Do it now.
Yes, Tsar.
Do it, fix bitches!
And Throne,
Yes, Tsar.
you are to call me Joe.
Yes, Joe.
So, demons, I don't need confessions. I take the Markheim at his word about Sam's threat. My powers, in turn, must understand how seriously Sam is to be taken. And that is why you will be blazed. All of you. Forever. Surely Sam's soldiers understand.
Surely, Tsar, I offer you. But he'll take it as an act of war. Surely you understand that.
Your name, demon?
Bez Tsar.
Type?
Retired.
A demon with a sense of humor.
Nope. Just a fate.
Sam can't win an all-out war.
No, but he doesn't always act out of his best interest, does he? Especially when the truth is involved.
Tsar Samael has had plenty of warnings over the ages, and he's well acquainted with the powers of truth. Blaze them all.
As you wish, Joe.
In the next episode of Markheim.
On your left. Shit. Thought you could hide from me, Markheim?
Sam, I'm still working, still collecting information.
Iophios wiped every single operative I had in this city. How am I going to replace those demons I lost forever, huh?
I don't know, Sam.
Oh, I do. Close your eyes and make a wish, Markheim. It's your birthday.
Well, you coming in or not?
Fuck yeah, I'm coming in. I gotta sleep too.
Do ya? I thought you were invincible.
Doesn't mean I don't gotta sleep. And don't joke about what you don't know about Liv.
You know I've been looking to retire for a while now.
Who's stopping you? Do us all a favor.
Not alone.
So take someone with you. Lilith.
Not someone. Not Lilith. You.
Let's get serious, Sam, shall we?
Join us next time for Markheim.
While I'm down here, I'd appreciate it if you, as a courtesy, called me Joe.
When hell freezes over.
I'll hold you to that.
Wasn't brilliant for the Mudville 9 that day.
Peanuts! Get your nice hot peanuts ready!
Peanuts!
That'll be 10 cents.
The score stood 4-2, with but one inning more to play.
Now batting, Joe Coney.
Come on, Cooney. And then when Cooney died at first...
You're out!
Oh. And Barrows did the same.
He's out of here!
A sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game.
A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to that hope which springs eternal in the human breast. We thought, if only Casey could get but a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat.
But Flynn preceded Casey. As did also Jimmy Blake.
No.
And the former was a hoodoo. And the latter was a fake.
He's a phony! Hot dogs, red hot, ice cold beer. Beer here.
Here's beer. So upon that stricken multitude, grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat.
But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all.
And Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball.
And when the dust had lifted, and they saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second! And Flynn a hugging third! Then, from 5,000 throats and more, there rose a lusty yell.
It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell.
It knocked upon the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat.
Casey, 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 Casey,
There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face, and when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. Oh, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat.
We love you, Casey!
Come on, baby!
10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt.
5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt.
Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance gleamed in Casey's eye. A sneer curled Casey's lip.
And now, the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air. And Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped.
That ain't my style,
said Casey.
Strike one!
The umpire said.
From the benches, black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore.
Kill him! Kill the umpire!
Shouted someone on the stand.
And it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand.
With a smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult. He bade the game go on.
Play ball! Come on, boys!
He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew.
But Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said,
Strike two!
Cried the maddened thousands, and echo answered,
Fraud! But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed.
They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again.
The sneer is gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. And now he lets it go! And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow!
Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville.
Strike three!
Mighty Casey has struck out.
He's out of there!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Eric Ray Anderson and Sean John Walsh on sound effects.
That was pretty fantastic, guys.
Go, move!
I'm trying.
Get him in the room.
I'm trying.
Watch his head.
I can't.
His head.
I can't.
Lift.
I don't think I...
Lift his...
I'm losing... I don't have
his head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pick him up.
Is he hurt? Sir, are you hurt?
Set him somewhere.
I think he's hurt.
Set him somewhere.
Where? This carpet's really clean.
On the bed. Go.
Oh, no, not the bed. He's all bloody. He's going to get blood on the duvet.
Move.
He's saying something.
Shut him up.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, would you please be quiet? He's still talking.
Shut up, now!
Whoa, you hit him really hard.
Get the door. Move. Did anyone see us?
I think we're good.
All right. Okay. Shut the curtains. Let's get to work.
This is a really nice room. I like this wallpaper. Look, there's a minibar.
I need the kit. Where's the kit? What are you doing?
Look at this view. You can see downtown Boise.
Shut the curtains, Mitt.
Boise is really pretty. You know, I was thinking after work, you want to go for a walk? There's a nice river. Smell that country air.
What are you doing? Shut the window. We'll be seen.
Sorry, Raven.
Do not say my name in front of the perp.
Well, you said mine.
Find the kit. I don't see the kit.
Okay, Raven.
So, Mr. Hassan, we have a problem. You think you can just get on an American plane, fly to an American city, without American consequences. Is that what you think? American citizens are too smart for that. They can sniff out a terrorist scumbag, and then they call us. What's that? Couldn't hear you. Maybe I can help free your tongue, Mitt.
Yeah?
Give me the tongue freer.
The what?
The tongue freer. It's in the kit, next to the consensus builder.
I couldn't find the kit.
You what?
It's not here.
The advance team is supposed to bring the kit.
I thought you were bringing the kit.
You don't have the kit?
Well, I mean, no. I was carrying the paperwork.
Where is everybody? Where's the rest of the team? Why is this room so pink and frilly?
I think it's one of the lovers' suites.
The what?
Yeah, I mean, come on. Look at this artwork. Sexy.
You booked the lover's suite?
No, of course not. Well, maybe.
Are we in the wrong room?
Oh, I think it's the right room.
Shut up! Mitt, you know I'm engaged.
I know.
You're not my type. I've said that many times.
I know.
I'm not available.
Of course not.
I need the kit. I need the tongue freer, the goal setter, the icebreaker.
Well, there's a kitchenette. Let me check.
Sorry you're upset, Mr. Hassan, but Boise is an American city. Maybe not the best one, maybe even average. Okay, it's a shithole with the homophobes and the snake handlers and the neo-Nazis, but it's still an American city, one of ours.
There's a garlic press. Will that work? It's very firm.
Where's the paperwork? You said you had the paperwork.
I think I did have the paperwork, except now I think it's probably... I did have the paperwork, except now I think I probably left it in the car.
You left the kit and the paperwork in the rental car?
We don't need all that stuff. I like it when you smile. Are you gonna smile?
Who is it?
Oh, I forgot I ordered room service.
You what?
Oh, I thought you might be hungry. Just joking. Gotcha. Smile, Raven.
Housekeeping!
Oh, it's just the maid. I'll get it.
I'll handle it. What do you want?
Housekeeping!
It's 7 at night. We don't want anything. Do you understand?
Housekeeping!
Just open the door and talk to her. Here, let me.
Stop it, idiot. We don't need housekeeping right now. We'll call if we need anything. You can go. Go now.
I love this town. They're so thoughtful. Sending someone up like that, it's just so, well, Idaho.
How is that thoughtful?
Think about it. We might need some towels.
Towels.
I'm just saying we might shower. There's no innuendo there. People take showers.
I told you I'm getting married.
Totally down with that. God, you're cute.
Oh, shit, he jumped. He jumped out the window.
How'd he do that?
You lost the terrorist.
I didn't lose the terrorist.
We're 7 stories up. Now he's dead. You were supposed to zip tie him.
I did. I used my best knot.
What knot?
Clove hitch. I learned it in scouting.
Why weren't you watching him? He's alive. He's dangling from the ledge. Grab him!
Excuse me, Mr. Terrorist? Are you okay?
Pull him up.
Excuse me, I'm going to pull you up. Oh, God, he's really heavy.
Pull!
This is not good for my lower back. Could you help?
Move over. What are you doing?
You smell really nice, Raven.
Stop sniffing me.
Oh, good, she's back.
What do you want?
I brought you more towels. Figured you might shower.
We're busy.
I can just leave these outside your door.
Yes, thanks, that would be very kind.
You enjoy whatever it is you're doing.
Okay.
Don't talk to her. Get him on the bed.
My name is Tamara, if you need anything else.
Thanks, Tamara.
What's your name?
My name is Mitt, Tamara.
I like your name, Mitt.
That's very nice of you.
Just stop it. Stop doing this.
She'll go.
No, she won't. She'll keep this up. She'll never leave.
Tamara, we're just a little busy right now.
I bet you are.
Excuse me?
Drop it. Don't engage.
It was nice talking to you.
It was nice talking to you, too.
Just go away. Go away now.
Roxy? Is that you?
Roxy?
Hey, girl, are you back in town?
Roxy?
My name is not Roxy. Go away.
Whatever, Roxy.
Who is Roxy?
I have no idea.
Maybe you could show me the town. Or we could walk around the river, Roxy.
I am not Roxy. Stop touching me. Oh my God, he jumped again.
How does he keep doing that?
Grab his legs.
He's kicking me.
You're a very bad terrorist, Mr. Hassan.
Very bad terrorist.
Roxy, you all right in there?
My name is not Roxy.
It's true, Tamara. Her name is Raven.
Do not use my real name. I'll tie him this time. Give me the kit.
There's no kit.
I know there's no kit. Give me something to tie him with.
I'll check the minibar. Look, an Amstel Light. God, these are good.
Mr. Hassan, no more of this. You need to behave. Otherwise, this rendition is going nowhere. Okay, I'll take it off, but you behave.
I'm from Petaluma. I work at Home Depot. I raise koi fish on an amateur basis. I want a laurel.
Petaluma is a really nice town.
Shut up, Mitt.
Did we get the wrong person?
This guy's a terrorist.
He didn't really seem like one to me, to be honest. Are you a terrorist?
I don't like you.
Terrorists never do. I need the kit.
You want to just hit him with pillows for a while? These things really work. Just whack him a bunch of times, see?
Hey, Roxy, I brought a surprise for you.
Go away!
Guess who my surprise is?
Hey, Roxy.
Jared, is that you?
Yeah.
No, you're not. Here we come.
Hide the perp.
Where?
Out the window, now.
Who's Jared?
Just do it. Stay out there and don't fall.
Okay. Meet my new boyfriend.
Hey.
You're dating Tammy?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
We hooked up after you moved away. He's got a job.
Sweeping the gun range down at the church. Steady work.
I just thought you'd like to know. You were always so stuck up that I'd never be anything, and now I got your boyfriend.
We could do a threesome. Just joking.
Raven, you know these people?
Why am I here? I should never have come back. I hate this freaking Idaho.
You're from Boise?
Shut up, shut up.
But it's so nice here. There's a river.
Stop talking about the river. I hate this river. I have always hated this river.
You're an Idaho girl.
Don't ever call me that again.
So, you gonna see your mom? I think she's dating someone.
I am not seeing my mother.
Knock, knock, it's me. I brought roses. Hey, lover boy. Oh, Roxanne?
Mom?
What are you doing in my room?
This is not your room. I'm working here.
Of course it's my room. I'm meeting a gentleman from Petaluma.
You what?
I have a right to be happy. Since you left and your father passed, I've been on my own. I found someone special. He's been so sweet in our chat room sessions. And he booked this lovely room for our first face-to-face.
What's his name?
His name is... Roxanne?
How did my mother have a key?
Well, what room did you book?
Lover Suite A.
This is B. We have 2 lover suites.
Hey, is that a terrorist outside your window?
He actually works for Home Depot.
Pull him in, Jared.
Roxanne, open this door this instant.
Do you speak English?
My name is Hassan Fredrickson. I was born in Chico. I'm here on a date. Please, just let me go on my way.
Wow, he's like a Muslim, right?
We don't get Muslim terrorists in Boise.
I'm 7th generation American. My ancestors fought for George Washington.
George Washington didn't like terrorists.
Please, dear God, help me. I'm a lonely single man. I answered an online ad. I'm just here to meet her. In the name of all that's decent, I'm just like all of you.
Well, yeah, except you're a terrorist.
I'd hate to be late to meet Gwendolyn. She's so beautiful. Please let me see her.
Gwendolyn? Do you mean Gwynnie?
You know her? My Gwynnie? My angel?
Hassan, is that you? Are you in there?
Gwendolyn! My Gwendolyn!
Open this door this instant.
Gwendolyn! My love! I can't let you see me like this. I'm so ashamed. Ooh.
There is no shame in love. Not now. Not ever.
Gwendolyn, you're so beautiful.
Kiss me, Hassan Fredrickson.
And such a kisser.
Oh, my God.
Now all of you, get out. We booked Lover Suite B, and this room is ours. Till 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I hate this freaking town!
Raven, where are you going? We can walk along the river. You and me, Raven!
So how do you like Idaho, Hassan?
So far, I'd call it interesting. The naked truth. We come east again, but this time leave you behind to join us in a week for the beach piece. I fill time taking the boys to Lincoln's Lap and a D.C. City pool, where they hold their own elbows and knees with the laughing black kids. Playing Marco Polo, diving for a torn goggles strap. 2 days later, we wander a vast strutted cavern crammed with the spent super toys of a spent super nation. Blackbird, Discovery, Enola Gay. Then we head north. Driving towards it on roller coaster roads, the younger one says he can smell my brother's farm. Meaning some tumbler turns in this kid's wild heart from my life as a kid. Thick summer crunching into color come fall. And he, being born across country in a city awed by mountains, and the other one grunting his blue naked way into a megalopolis once awed only by itself, but hushed over the months he grew alive inside you by towers of anguished empty light. I can't help but be grateful. Something rises in these two to this air which smothered my blood for so long, even when the older boy barfs a mile shy of the farm, and I have to pull over to sluice the puke from the plastic bag into a cornfield. That night, I drink with my brother in a country bar. It's not completely different from the one we grew up in as stock boys, though this one feels like the future. Fluorescent and empty, safer and ugly. He preaches to me, sipping whiskey from a cup made for cough syrup, how my work needs to change the world in a big way for the better. But I deflect him with my best Mother Teresa. We can do no great things, only small things with great love. And I half believe it, too. 2 days later, coming on midnight, the kids crashed in their grandmom's living room. My niece and boys, gunshot sprawled across the sofa and blown-up air mattress. Me, stretched on a futon in my mom's extra room, calculating days till you join us. Thoughts finally weirding into dreams, when a quiet note chimes and the phone purrs vibration. Glowing at my touch, a text, a picture. Makes no sense at first, but then I see them, full and perfect, nipples peaked.
The girls miss you.
The bonfire my brother builds the next night back at the farm seems hopeless at first after that day's thunderstorms. But my brother doesn't truck in hope, never has. He works at it. Big things for the better make a life worth living, and a few flashes of gasoline will burn the dampness from the ground, such that careful application of kindling brings, within half an hour, an inferno roaring higher than anything we dare encourage in the tinderbox west. Hunks of smoldering float above the trees, open letters to parts of the world where hope still waits for gasoline and my brother's good intentions. Let this Mason-Dixon humidness set free what, 2 nights ago, your dry Seattle skies took up. Radio riddling the ether, though there is no ether, turns out there's no need. Let them hum to me an image, though there's no hum, photons keep mum till we teach them to speak. Joyful, girly gift to thrill me and feed as I grow old and older my sulking need. When I can't have you, when I want you, and I think it's your fault. If that's not a child heart, whose is? Nature abhors a vacuum, and so fills herself up with all this us. Time hates a naked singularity, and so everything is just nothing wearing knickers. These are the laws described by men as blind as me, yet somehow you flaunt them with a chime and a purr and a gleam. You give playfully, teasingly, everything, but also somehow hold so much more back because you know the truth is never naked enough, and neither are you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Angie, Louise, and the Lovemarkets.
Hi, folks. We're so excited to be here west of Lenin on Sandbox Radio, and we really are the naked truth, so. Yeah, accept that. Accept it. On trombone, Dave Marriott. On bass, Dave Pascal. On accordion, Rob Whitmer. They haven't done anything. You don't have to clap for them yet. And back there, Chris Monroe on drums. I'm Angie, Louise. We are the Lovemarkets. And take it away, Dave. It's a little song about revolution.
girls on the corner pay rent with their stockings down. Yeah, the girls on the corner pay rent with their stockings down. 'Cause the good old days never hit this town. Oh, the boys uptown get fat on a poor man's soul. Yeah, the boys uptown get fat on a poor man's soul. Keep the riffraff down, but we're gonna climb right out of this hole. Take me down to the docks tonight. Oh, baby, gonna shine our light. Take me down to the docks tonight. Oh, once I had me a daddy who said that he would treat me nice. Once I had me a daddy who said that he would treat me nice. And maybe buy me a fake fur coat at a discount price. And maybe buy me a fake fur coat at a discount price. Oh, take me down to the docks tonight. Oh, baby, gonna shine a light. Take me down to the docks tonight. They sleep tonight. No, 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 'cause the pulse is weak and there's armies marching in the night. Once I looked like a child and they cheated me for every dime. Once I looked like a child and they cheated me for every dime. But there's a new day dawning, keep your eye out for the sign. Yeah, there's a new day dawning and we're gonna have a real good time. Oh, take me down to the docks tonight. Oh, baby, gonna shine our light. Take me down to the docks tonight. Take me down. 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 Down, 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 down. Take me down, 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 down to the docks tonight. Tonight.
Thank you. The Lovemarkets!
You're listening to Sandbox Radio, The Naked Truth, from July 29th, 2013. The Lovemarkets song, Girls on the Corner, appears on their new CD, World of Your Dreams. Be sure to go grab a copy online from CD Baby and iTunes and visit their website, the-love-markets.com, for more info on where to catch them live. Now, back to The Naked Truth and actor-poet Charles Leggett.
We'll stay all day the backyard
Invitation, a poem by Charles Leggett.
We'll make love into the dusty half-pint of cognac that's in the next room, gathering atop the cedar cabinet by the worn Webster's Second International on its creaky lectern open-faced. When you reach for me, I'll know what you want. When I reach for you, I'll know what I want. Peruse my horoscope. Quote it over coffee as you would a tawdry tabloid headline. Go to the dictionary even. Look up my given name, its meanings. Evaluate its appositeness with glances steeped like tea bags. When you're ready, close your eyes and read me, as you might read a text in Braille, a foreign ripple gliding beneath your finger.
Charles Leggett.
I couldn't face the day without a cup of coffee until I discovered chai.
Knock, knock, Lena.
Morning, Marco. I'm just enjoying some chai.
What?
Chai.
I heard you.
It's kind of a milky tea drink.
Oh, thank God.
You didn't think I meant the elephant, did you?
Hey, where's your cuz?
You mean where's...
Yeah.
Brushing her teeth.
Did you hear there's talk of public funding for a lacrosse stadium?
No, but I heard Seattle may have a new professional croquet team, if we can steal it from Cedar Rapids.
Lena, Marco.
Katie!
My cousin Katie from Ketchikan.
Why does Seattle do nothing but talk about sports? You two athletic supporters can just shut your pie holes. Or cake holes if you like that more. Although, Lena, I know you like Costco cream puffs. And Marco, you like jalapeno poppers. So shut your puff and popper holes.
Katie?
It's not actually jalapeno poppers that I like.
Oh. Lena, Marco, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you.
Well, why don't you tell us about it?
Yesterday, I got to my temp job, which, by the way, is a consulting firm for consultants. Anyway, I get there, and I think everyone is going to be talking about how on Monday, for the Tina's going away party potluck, 3 people brought pasta salads, and nobody brought dessert or forks. Nobody organized it, and it showed. In Ketchikan, we always use sign-up sheets, but they weren't talking about the potluck.
Hey, did you hear the Storm is getting a Ukrainian player? Olza Vinka. She's 7 feet tall.
I heard there's still hope of getting the Sonics back. All we have to do is raise $2 billion and then kidnap the mayor of Sacramento.
The Mariners are getting a new mascot, a muskrat.
Anyone else going to the fraternity Snoqualmie Bear Buns fun run?
The Seahawks are shaking up their lineup.
3 words, pro volleyball.
One of the Sounders is running for city council.
I heard Ichiro cries every night because he misses Seattle.
We're gonna get the Olympics in 2024.
The Rat City Roller Girls are suing
KEXP?
The owner of the Aqua Sox is buying the Stranger!
Ah!
Katie?
Is it okay if I go early?
Katie, it's only 9:30.
Oh.
Is it a migraine?
Yeah. Katie, you lied? In Ketchikan, you learn early how to get out of some pretty awkward situations. There's a saying, better to stretch the truth than to... Well, that's not important. I left the office, but everywhere I went...
You heard me. Boston Terriers playing hockey.
Lawn bowling is gonna put Seattle on the map. Mark my words.
The next mayor's gonna be Sue Bird.
Track and field. Yup, you heard me. The track and the field.
Dressage! Dressage!
Bear buns fun run. It's a race, but you're naked.
Katie, I didn't realize you hated sports that much.
Oh, Lena, that's just it. I don't hate sports. I love them. But I know what's coming.
That sounds ominous.
I left the office. I go to the Arboretum to get away from Seattle people. And what do I hear? What? That's impossible. It can't be. Oh! Hey, you up in that tree?
It's okay. I'm a bird watcher.
Yeah, the binoculars were a tip-off. But that bird call, that was Spangler's spotted snow swan, right?
Correctamundo.
There hasn't been a Spangler spotted snow swan sighted in the Seattle vicinity since '66.
A man can dream big, can't he?
There's a fine line between dreaming big and setting yourself up for failure.
You know, you're right. You're Katie, aren't you?
Yeah, and you're Rick Rizzes, the Mariners announcing guy, baseball's #1 expert in town.
Wrong-o, Katie Lou. I know absolutely zero about baseball.
What?
They just hand me 3x5 cards to read. Here, listen to me without any help. Hot wiggity dig dog. That ball is $1 million registered weapon out of this world. Alert the outfield linebackers to expect trouble and a bit of rain. Grandma, keep your skirt down, 'cause that pitch is coming home in time for biscuits and gravy. That pitch is a heck of a doubleheader over-the-shoulder boulder holder. Baby Ruth is rolling over in her grave, and little pitchers have great big ears. He is batting 1,001 today, and it's not even 5 o'clock somewhere. Baseball fans, you can die happy today because we have seen it all, and the fat lady is singing her heart out.
Wow, you really don't know anything about baseball.
Never have, never will. I'd rather watch a 3-toed sloth knit a Christmas Afghan for a blind girl than watch 8 innings.
9.
Oh, may we? But Katie, why the vehemence?
Well, it's because the marijuana is now legal. I'm from Alaska, where it was decriminalized in the 70s, and we learned the bitter truth that the dope and the sports don't mix. That's why there are no big-name teams from Alaska.
People don't play good ball when they're high?
No, Riz Rollins.
Rick Riz.
They play too well when they're stoned. They play freakishly well, and people get hurt.
Oh, look, Anchorage. Shot putter Spencer Martinez is taking his final hit of Mary Jane before stepping up to the line. And the wind-up, and whoa! Look at it go! 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters! Ladies and gentlemen, Martinez has shattered the world record! Oh, it looks as though Martinez forgot to let go of the shot put, and his severed hand is still gripping weight. A career high and a career ender.
And then there was a time when Alaska's pro football team, the Ptarmigans, took on the Cedar Rapids Stingrays.
Oh, my God! The carnage! The bloodshed! The Stingrays are lying in pieces on the field! Why, God, why?
just went on and on. There was Nadine Fenswiggler, the gymnast who went way up in the air on a very dramatic dismount and just never came down. There was a ping pong tournament in which like 30 eyes were put out and a badminton match that spilled into the stands, killing dozens of spectators. Alaska has been banned from the world of sports, all because of marijuana.
You must have been traumatized.
It left a mark.
Well, I gotta be back at the Kingdome before tip-off.
Sure thing. Oh, cheese-filled crackers.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Well, you did.
I'm Willie Weir. I ride my bike and tell stories.
If my grandma Shirley were here, she'd say, "Is that any kind of job for a grown man?"
I couldn't help but overhear you talking to Rick Riz.
Yeah, you couldn't help it because you were hiding in the bushes listening.
Sorry about that.
Look, Billy.
Willie.
I'm not.
Katie, I have to tell you about the time I was battered by bats in Borneo.
Not the time you were waylaid by weasels in Winnipeg?
Katie.
I'm sorry, I'm not usually sarcastic. I'm just having a bad day. Back to you and the bats in Bora Bora?
Borneo. So I'm battling big brown bats in Borneo. They're all over me, and the point is, I could have just given up, laid back, and let the bats bite me, but I fought back with what little I had, which was a hand pump, a Swiss Army knife, and a half pound of paprika I'd bought for $2 in Marrakesh.
So, you're saying if I believe strongly in something, I should fight for it, not just roll over and let the bats win.
Exactly. You've got to save sports in Seattle.
But you're not a sports guy, you're a bike guy.
Cycling is a sport.
Well, kind of.
Ever heard of the Tour de France, Lance Armstrong?
Yeah, and look how that turned out.
Katie, you have got to infiltrate the citadel of the evil mastermind, the man who single-handedly brought this marijuana madness to the Evergreen State.
Why don't you do it, Mr. Wonka?
Because on a rainy Wednesday afternoon in Prague, I was drinking Prosecco. Somebody slipped me a Mickey, and I woke up with a microchip. They're alerted if I get anywhere near the
Citadel?
Yeah. I can't even get in through the back door.
You know, I'm from Alaska. We're very straightforward. I don't think I'm cut out for espionage.
Katie, let me tell you a story.
I'm all ears, Willie.
Years ago, I was riding through Kissimmee, Florida on a vintage Schwinn when I was robbed blind by a blind man. I was left with nothing. So that I wouldn't starve, I had to earn money as a stripper.
And your point?
I did not see myself as a stripper. No, I was a biker who stripped.
What?
Think of yourself not as a spy, but as someone who just happens to be doing some spying.
Oh, a noun-verb shift.
You'll do it? Please say yes. I'm already late for the Bare Buns Fun Run.
Oh my God. Katie, that's... Well, I don't know what to say.
Was he wearing those bike shorts, you know, with the, what do you call it in that area?
I would love to talk more, but I gotta get to Edmonds.
Edmonds?
This is it. Hello?
Hello. Are you looking for something to do on a rainy Wednesday afternoon in Prague?
No.
Do you want to know the secrets of Amsterdam's Museum van de Poppendevoorzitter?
No.
Best strudel in Strasbourg?
That isn't why I'm here.
Then why are you here? Katie?
Mr. Steves, why did you do it?
Do what?
You know, the marijuana thing.
I merely wanted to make Seattle a more sophisticated European city.
Mr. Steves, you're a man of the world. You aren't dumb. You know darn well what happens when you mix a sports-loving town with unfettered access to weed.
I suppose I do.
You crush Seattle's spirit.
which will make it all the easier to conquer.
You might think I'm just a girl from Ketchikan.
Oh no, Katie. I don't think you're just anything. I didn't get this far by underestimating my opponents.
This isn't over.
Like they say in France, au revoir, Katie.
Like they say in Alaska, watch your back, Rick.
You said that to Rick Steves?
Rick Mother Trucking Steves?
Uh-huh. This chai is delicious.
Do you think that was a smart thing to do? He's a powerful man.
I got a trick or two up my sleeve.
Katie, still.
Oh, relax. I was 4-H. When I get through with him, he'll be reviewing I-5 rest stops.
Katie?
My cousin Katie from Ketchikan.
Next time on Cousin Katie.
Nice day for a drive.
Where are we going again?
We're going to Snoqualmie.
They've got those beautiful falls.
And a glitzy casino.
We're going to Snoqualmie because I have had a very bad time when it comes to cities with the letter Q in them. Quebec, Albuquerque, especially Albuquerque because there are 2 Qs.
Then why go to Snoqualmie?
Well, it's time I faced my fear and maybe get a pastry.
A pastry?
Here we are.
Runners to the starting line.
Oh, Lordy, they are naked.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2013 Fraternity Snoqualmie Bear Buns Fun Run.
That kind of buns.
On your mark.
Katie, what are you doing?
I did a lot of track and field in high school.
Get set.
Lena, she's...
We have a saying in Alaska, when in Nome.
Katie!
Go!
Watch my clothes! See you at the finish line!
My cousin Katie from Ketchikan. My cousin Katie.
Please welcome back to the microphone, Willie Weir.
I was the Charlie Brown of my Little League baseball team. The only time I ever got on base was when I walked or when I got hit by a pitch. And I still to this day can hear the voices of my teammates' fathers yelling from the sidelines, "Lean in, Willie, lean in." We got to the last game of our horrible season, and my batting average still stood rock solid at .000. And my manager, well, he resorted to bribery. He offered me $10 if I got a base hit. And our season ended, and my manager's net worth remained the same. And you would think with that kind of history, that was my only season in baseball, one disastrous Little League season, that I would have nothing to do with baseball. I love baseball. I adore baseball. And I grew up in Sacramento, California. And my brother, Jeff, is 7 years older than me. And, well, before I could drive, I would beg him to drive us to Oakland. And there we would watch the Oakland A's. And this is the early 70s. This is Sal Bando, Reggie Jackson, Catfish Hunter, Vida Blue, 1972, 73, 74, 3 World Series sweeps, and some of the best baseball that anybody could ever watch. And then in 1985, I moved to Seattle. I heard a joke pretty soon after I arrived here, and it was that somebody had parked their car in Pioneer Square, and they'd left 2 baseball tickets on the front dash, and when they came back to their car had been broken into, and there were now 7. Yeah, the Mariners, they were not very good back then. And but the thing about it was, the great thing is that if you didn't have very much money, it didn't matter because people were always giving away tickets. They purchased them, but they just didn't go to the baseball game. They had excuses like this was their Adopt a Street weekend, and they had to go pick up litter, and so you'd get their ticket and head out to the ball game. And we'd head out into the right field bleachers, And, well, the Mariners did their thing, and so they were usually behind by 4 to 11 runs by the time you got to the 7th inning. And so in order to keep things entertaining, we had to entertain ourselves. And so we did several things. But one of the things that we did do is we learned to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game backwards. Game. Ball, oh, the out your strikes. 3, 2, 1, it's 4. Shema is window, the if team home, the for root is for back at ever. I if cared on I jacker. Crack and nuts be some me buy. Crowd the with out. Me take game ball the 2 out. Me take. Come 1989 and the Mariners get Ken Griffey Jr. And they still sucked. But you know what? You knew if you went to that baseball game and spent 9 innings there, that at least once, but usually more than that, with his bat or with his glove, Ken Griffey Jr. would produce baseball magic. I spent 5 months bicycling around the subcontinent of India, and I can tell you, as a matter of fact, that baseball does not exist there. Its historical predecessor, cricket, however, reigns supreme. I came into one town, and I saw over 200 men, and they were outside of a shop. I originally thought it was a riot, and I slowly approached and realized as they crammed closer and closer together, and I worked my way through the crowd, and I realized they were looking in through the shop window, and at the very back, through this plate glass window, was a little television set, and there was a cricket test match being televised. Test matches last 5 days. And I was in India when the Indian national team lost a test match to their arch rivals Pakistan, and the entire subcontinent went into depression. I was cycling in this little town in Rajasthan, and it was winter, so it meant it was only 91 degrees at about 9:15 a.m., and I came around a corner, around these buildings, and there was an open field. And there were all of these little kids practicing their national sport. I was really enthralled. I'd only see it on television, so I pulled my bicycle up, got off from my seat, and no sooner had I that the kids looked over and realized there was a foreigner on a bicycle. They dropped everything and came running towards me. One of the kids spoke English, and I heard him say, "Do you play?" Oh, no. And before I could protest, I had a cricket bat in my hand. And they put me up in front of the wickets, and I stood there. And I had watched it on television, so I knew that I didn't hold it like a baseball bat. It was kind of more like a golf stance. So I held the cricket bat down low, and people started to giggle around me, so I know my stance was unconventional. And the kid, they don't call him the pitcher, they call him the bowler. And he went up to the pitch, and he had that cricket ball in his hand, and he looked at me, and he said, "I throw slow." Oh, thank God. I stood there with my cricket bat, and all these kids got in position, and the kid took this little trot. And the delivery always has to be straight-armed. And he swung around, and the ball bounces. It's supposed to, in front of you, and I swung! And over 25 years had passed, and my fortunes had not changed at all. An absolute whiff, and there were giggles and laughter everywhere. And I stood there with that cricket bat in my hand, and I was 9 years old all over again. But then I thought to myself, wait a second, Willie, you're not 9. You're over 30 years old. You don't have to deal with this. And I just looked at those kids, and I took the cricket bat, and I just threw it down on the ground, and I walked back to my bicycle. And as I got there, and I went to get on, there was a little voice inside that said, "Don't think Charlie Brown, Willie. Think Ken Griffey Jr." I went over and I picked up that cricket bat, and I walked up in front of the wickets, and I stared at that little kid, and his grin only grew wider as he looked at me and he said, "Fast now." That little kid trotted back, and he took the longest run that is legally allowed in cricket, and he wheeled that arm around and threw that cricket ball with all of his 13-year-old might. That ball bounced in front of me. I know I closed my eyes, and it was just... I connected. I seriously connected. That ball flew over its head. It flew over all of the kids' heads, and it landed behind some boulders. And immediately 30 Indian kids dropped what they had and they started chanting and running up to me, and they were all yelling, 6! 6! I knew just enough of the rules of cricket to finally realize what that meant. It had taken me 32 years and a bicycle journey halfway around the world. But I had finally hit a home run.
Hey, buddy!
You dick!
You're welcome. I rushed right over.
Do it, you said. You should just do it. And so I did it. I did it because you told me to do it, and I did it, and now I'm completely fucked. And you told me to do it, and it's your fault, and you dick!
You ran into upstairs woman in the elevator again?
Her name is Rachel, and she's the love of my life, and all I want to do is spend the rest of my waking moments with her. I love her so, so much.
You didn't say any of that to her, did you?
I asked her out.
Good. What did you say?
I don't remember.
But you're sure you asked her out?
Tonight. We are getting together tonight.
Getting together?
Yes.
Her words?
I think so.
Wow.
Wow, bad wow?
No.
Wow, good wow.
What exactly is the problem?
She's coming here.
Oh, God.
She is going to want me to make love to her, isn't she?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It has been some time since I've been intimate with a woman.
Okay, stop.
You're my best friend.
It's true. Don't share that with me.
I don't have a lot of nice furniture.
I know.
I don't have matching forks.
I know.
What is it like to have matching forks?
It's nice. It makes the table look nice. Let's stay on topic.
I have to buy a bed.
Don't, buddy. You are jumping the gun here a little bit. You should, however, take down that RoboCop poster off the wall.
Wait, you think RoboCop instead of Gremlins?
All of them, all of them, all of them, all of them!
Holy Jesus!
Wait a minute, we're panicking. We don't need to panic. I know what to do.
Why are we in the kitchen?
What do you have in here?
Batman cereal.
From the 90s?
It's in near mint condition.
You need a girlfriend, dude.
So stop it and help me! Your cell phone is ringing.
It can go to voicemail. I am helping you. What you need is a gift for Rachel.
A new car.
No, dude. Something that is going to immediately cause her to look directly past the futon, the PlayStation 3, the Ultimate Frisbee trophies, and the Kiss dolls on the mantle.
Psycho Circus.
Awesome. Listen to me. You are going to bake her a pie.
A pie?
An apple pie.
But I am not a baker of apple pies.
But I am, and I'm going to help you out.
Are you sure that is technically helping me?
It's the only universal truth. Women love guys who can bake pies.
Does Paula love you when you bake pies?
The Scott Molnar apple pie created Paula's love for me.
It's not just that pie is good and people love pie. It's that you took the time and possess the ability to make the pie.
Plus, a pie-baking guy is a guy that a woman can use to make another woman wish they had a pie-baking guy, which for some scary reason is important to women.
You are like a god to me right now.
Do you have wax paper?
I don't even know what that is.
We're going to the store.
Manager to check stand 3, manager, please.
The crust is, of course, the most important aspect of the great apple pie, but the apples are certainly not to be overlooked.
What kind do we get?
For the Scott Molnar apple pie, Molnar prefers to use a mix of seasonal and or locally grown crisp apples. Granny Smith for tartness and Pink Lady or Fuji for complexity. All equal crispness.
Ooh, Red Delicious!
Jesus Christ. Pay attention to me. Molnar needs 2 mixing bowls, one slightly larger than the other, and a Pyrex pie plate. You'll be happy with this.
I am happy with this.
Okay. Flour, and sugar.
Hey, I have sugar!
Brown sugar?
God damn it.
Cornstarch. The wetter your apples, the more cornstarch you use.
How wet are our apples?
We will not know that until we are in the eye of the storm. My friend. Vanilla.
Tahitian vanilla?
Fancy!
Yeah? Oh, this pie is going to rule!
Mulliner cannot believe that you didn't have cinnamon.
Why does pie baking make Mulliner refer to himself in the third person? Good Lord, $6.50 for cinnamon?
That is quality. Okay, here's a question. Now, we can buy grated nutmeg, or, listen closely, we can go the extra distance, pull out all the stops, buy the actual nut, and grate it ourselves.
Will she be able to tell the difference?
Not at all.
But I can tell her.
Yes!
Grate it ourselves.
You gentlemen baking a pie together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
It's for a girl.
Oh. That'll be 1/1736.
Cool! Dude, she thought we were lovers.
It happens. The world of the pie baking guy is fraught with misconceptions. You just spent $117 on a pie. What you gonna do? We have to get home while the butter is still cold. 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 2/3 cup butter, but we're only going to use 1/3 at a time, but cut each third right now into small cubes.
No, too fast. You're going too fast.
Now, work it with your hands until it's the consistency of tiny pebbles.
Isn't there a tool of some kind we can use for this bullshit?
The pastry cutter is anathema. It separates you from your pie. You work the dough with your hands, and in doing so, you put some of yourself, some of your being into the pie.
Yeah, plus some of all the stuff I touched today.
The crust is simple. The crust is flour, butter, and salt, but the crust is the pie. Any dickweed can cut apples and mix them with sugar and cinnamon, but unless you make the crust yourself, all you have done is make pie filling. Only if you have made the crust have you made the pie. Do you understand?
I understand.
In the crust is you.
Cool.
Where's your rolling pin?
Dude, we should have taken our aprons off. They aren't gonna have rolling pins at the AM PM, dude.
You have no time for aprons off. You have no time for Whole Foods. This is a bottle of white wine. Same shape, and it's cold, which is what you want. The crust must stay cold. The colder the crust is, when you put it into the oven, the flakier the crust, which is what you want.
You are the master.
Just the bottle of chilled white wine for you fellas?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, we're using it to bake a pie.
Sure.
Finesse. The dough isn't a problem for you to solve. The dough is already rolled out. You are just a conduit through which it will assume its natural state.
Why can't 2 guys buy a bottle of white wine together without being gay?
Preheat the oven to 450.
I am feeling just a little bit in love with you right now, but I don't think it's gay. I just think it's love.
That's very sweet. Now, the crust goes back into the fridge and we make our filling. Apples in the big bowl. In the smaller bowl, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon cornstarch, cinnamon to taste, about 1/4 teaspoon, 1/8 teaspoon nutmeg.
You grated that shit for like 40 minutes.
I told you, the extra mile. Now, the top crust.
Top crust.
Top crust. Nice. Pinch the edges.
Pinch.
Remember the leavings?
The leftover crust bits?
The leavings. Yes. Molnar uses those for what he calls the final touch.
Molnar's final touch?
Yes. The touch that will make you the pie guy for this girl. Check it.
You put an R on the pie.
Yes.
Rachel's name starts with an R.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
You did it.
I feel confident. I feel confident about taking Rachel to our date tonight.
As well you should.
You are my friend.
Buddy, we've always been in this together.
How do you know so much about life and stuff.
I just made a pie.
You are like the perfect human being.
Well...
And I'm shit. I'm just a big pile of shit. Oh no, I just read something. I'm shit.
Hey, no, Ian, you are not shit. Ian, you are a guy who bakes pie. And you know what? The truth, you always have been. Pie has always been inside you. You are a great guy.
I stink right now.
You're sweaty. You need to get cleaned up. This pie goes into the oven for 10 minutes. After 10, I will turn down the heat to 350, and when it bubbles along the edges, it's done.
I'm feeling confident again.
Go, get cleaned up.
Okay, you are my friend. How do I look?
Great. Dude, you had a candle.
Hey, it looks grown up in here with the lights dimmed like that. Oh, and it smells like pie. Dude.
Please don't say anything that isn't manly.
I don't deserve you.
Yeah, like that.
I will tell Paula about what you have done here today.
That's okay.
No, I will. I will call her right now.
No.
Give me the phone.
No, you shouldn't. You can't. Paula, she's leaving me, Ian. Paula is... Yeah, she left me. Divorcing me. She left a message. Several messages.
Dude. You have to go to her. Take the pie. Take her the pie. Take Paula the pie.
No. Ian, this pie... This is Rachel's pie. This pie is not going to help. Dude, she's gone, and she's been gone. We've been gone. For a while. That's her. Shit. Okay, I'll leave. I will. Where shall I go?
Stay here. Give me the pie. Hi, oh, you look very nice, and I baked a pie, but I can't, I can't go anywhere tonight, and I'm sorry, but I have to, my friend is, I'm sorry, but I did bake a pie, and here, it's for you. Sorry, but oh, you look very nice. Here's a pie I baked for you, that's an R. Sorry. Skyrim is paused. The wireless controller is under the futon. If you blow out the candle, please, I'll open the white wine.
It's really been swell. It's really been great just to be with you on a Sandbox date. Oh, say it ain't true. Oh, say it ain't so. That the show is done and it's time to go. We won't say goodbye. Let's just say so long till next time we meet for a story and a song. So pack up the toys and turn out the light. We'll see you soon at a Sandbox night. Well, that's our show for tonight. We'd like to thank A.J. Epstein and West of Lemon for having us. In tonight's episode, the Sandbox radio players were
Eric Ray Anderson,
Christine Marie Brown,
Tracy Hyland,
Charles Leggett,
Sean Bellier, David Natali,
K. Brian Neal, Peter Dylan O'Connor,
Annette Sitangi,
Catherine Van Meter,
Sean John Walsh,
Richard Ziman.
with our special musical guests, Heather Curtis Mullin and Aaron Shanks. Angie, Louise, and the Lovemarkets. Mr. Willie Weir. And our surprise Sandbox Radio Chorus, Megan Chenevich, Connie Korick, Eric Jensen, Hugh Hastings, Beth Cooper, and Mark Robbie. And last but not least, the Sandbox Radio Orchestra, Dan Tierney on drums. Dave Magic Pascal on the bass. Rob Whitmer, accordion and clarinet. And on the keys, Jose Juicy Gonzales. And I'm your host, Leslie Law. So Catherine and Annette are bringing out our lyric cards because now's the time in the show when we'd love you to sing along, and this audience I know knows how to follow a cue card. It's really been swell. It's really been great just to be with you on a Sandbox day. Oh, say it ain't true. Oh, say it ain't so. That the show is done and it's time to go. Again. That the show is done and it's time to go. That the show is done and it's time to go. Good night.
Sandbox Radio, The Naked Truth was written by Scot Augustson, Vincent Delaney, Paul Mullin, and Wayne Rawley, with original music composed by Jose Juicy Gonzales. Make Our Garden Grow from Leonard Bernstein's Candide featured soloists Heather Curtis Mullin and Aaron Shanks and was conducted by Bruce Monroe. Learn more about Willie Weir and his adventures in cycling 60,000 miles around the world at willieweir.com. Charles Leggett's poem, Invitation, appears in the journal Words and Images, University of Southern Maine in Portland, 2012. The Naked Truth was recorded by Christopher Stewart and mixed by Dave Pascal. Our sound assistant was Jake Transue, and our stage manager was Teresa Micheletti. Sandbox Radio is made possible by the generous financial support of audience members like you. Help us create future episodes with a tax-deductible donation at sandboxradio.org. Hope to see you at the next live show, and thanks for listening.